So when you talk about just transition, I'm thinking about a thermal coal or a coal-fired power plant, which many are keen to exclude or divest, which I guess taken to the extreme could leave communities without electricity or communities without employment or job opportunities. So how do we strive, practically speaking, to make that transition fair?
Citizens have to understand this may cost more money. Companies have to understand it costs more money, et cetera. But we've got to do it in a way that doesn't cost so much money people reject it. So to divest doesn't do any good. First, you can carbon capture storage on it. Then you can start to build facilities that can replace it, and then they convert to gas, and then gas to ultimately take it out to hydrogen or maybe the plant. But that's a question of time. And so what you want to do is that's when a just transition means it has to be a transition, but you also have to think about it as a business question, not as a philosophical question. Because if you just say divest, what will happen is all go into places in private who may not be as interested in this question as we are.
Lee, what does he mean when he says that assets will go to private holders who won't be as interested in the question of a just transition?
The banks are more likely to take account of just transition in their funding decisions because the relationships are relationship-based with their clients. When you look at alternative sources of capital, it really is transaction-oriented, less regulated, essentially just trying to generate returns on each transaction for its investors.
Rosanna, whether it's consumers or companies, Mr. Moynihan did say that we'll all have to be willing to pay a little bit more. Do you agree with the statement?
Yes, I agree. And actually, I think that politicians, and it's not only in the US, but across the globe, have not yet tell the truth to the population. It's better to keep on lending, like he says, capital to this coal mine and then steer them towards maybe use the asset in a different way. I prefer not to just look at exclusion list and be blind. I prefer to have a roadmap of how we can use better the asset and earn actually a return on the capital.